Hello everybody and welcome back to Take on Helicopters, which has made a return after a short little sabbatical there. I got stuck on one of the missions and I decided that I was just going to temporarily put it down whilst I figured it out, and I have done so, and therefore it's back by a popular demand, or a demand lest it be popular. So just whilst we're waiting for this to load up, there is a reason that I've come in on the loading screen and not actually on the play screen, is I wanted to do the rest of the hellos as I promised a few Minecraft videos ago there. So I want to say hello to a really cool guy. That's no joke. His username. So it's not just I want to say cool hello to somebody like Tony Stark. No, that is a username on YouTube. Excuse me. Silent Scream 05123884. Junior Mythbuster. Bell 2626. Distant Film 1. MCP
Christ.
Moon Dancer. Oh,
Joe,
I'll just stop
I
a
had
second.
no idea. I mean, I knew you were shot down, but that's just...
Yeah. It's something, all right. You know, I was lucky to make it out in one piece. It still tears me up that the same can't be said for Captain Pierce.
Is everyone going to start talking over me if I start again? No, they're not. Okay, so that was the last one I said was MCP Moon Dancer. Trolling is fun. I don't think it is, but welcome to you anyway. Now, I don't know whether this is an incorrect spelling of the, or it is te, but Tescalis, Skalias, Tescalis. The Friar Case Bear, the Friar K Spore, that's it. Sorry, I can't even read my own handwriting. Flylow223, it sounds like a budget airline. Valsark, and the newest member, Mr. Quinn333. Oh, sorry. Mr. Quinn's, I write my Z's and 3's the same, so it's not Quiz. Quins. So, welcome to all of you. I think that takes us up to about 65 subscribers in total now, which is great. Actually, by today is the 23rd of August 2012, and my goal was having 50 subscribers by the 25th, which is 2 days away. So not only are we 2 days early, we're also 15 ahead. So that's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. Right, so I'm just going to check the condition of our helicopters. Nobody's coming with... yeah, that's the only one we've got at the moment. Spoiler alert, we do get more helicopters in the not too distant future. But not yet. So nobody's come up with a paint scheme for this yet. So yeah, I say if you want me to go and drop the coin,
Tom, God, finally.
do so.
What's up, bro? Anything the matter?
I just got a call about getting a flight out over to Vrana HQ. That CEO has a plane to catch, like, now.
Okay, no problem. I'll head out myself.
Okay. So let us just continue.
Look, Tom, sorry about the rush here. You know, it's not the way I like to work. I mean, to be honest, they sent over the details late last night, but I don't know, somehow it slipped my mind.
Don't worry about it, Joe. I'll get over there right away.
Okay, well, that's the thing. There's not a lot of time. Get out there as quickly as possible. But Tom, take it steady.
So we have 5 minutes and about a 1 minute
Tom,
starting
sorry
time.
about it again. Look, there's another detail I should have told you.
It's okay, Joe. No problem. Go ahead.
So there's some ships, military vessels, moving through Puget Sound. They're part of an upcoming Veterans Parade. I'm sorry, it totally slipped my mind. Basically, there's extra flight restrictions in place. You'll need to either divert around over safely.
Nah, it's fine. Military vessels never did anything bad to a helicopter. It's okay. So these will become part of the story later on as well. I didn't gain enough height last time. I don't think I'm going to do it this time because
Maybe you could gain some altitude.
because I want to get to our buddy and get into the airport.
Good altitude. Can you keep it steady?
Oh, so apparently 300 meters is okay. Let's just have a look at where it is that we're supposed to be landing. How have I overshot that? I've got no throttle on at all. And poof, down you
Great
go.
job.
Greetings,
Hardly
Mr.
a
Larkin.
bump.
How's the day behind you?
Very well, Mr. Hayden. Thanks. I'm aware that you're in something of a rush.
Yes, and I'm aware that you're a little late.
Shut up.
Take me directly to the airfield.
What a cock. Well, they're as fast as I goddamn could. I don't actually think, I mean, I was dealing with some of the bigger helicopters whilst I was figuring the game out, and I don't really notice a difference much in the speed. I would have thought that the bigger helicopters, of course, would have been heavier and therefore slower, and these would have been a little bit more nimble, but no, they all seem to be around about the 300 clicks mark. 2 to 300 kilometres. This helicopter is nice because you can fly it hands off. Though we will just give it a little lift and a roll. And so a few episodes ago, the dials across the bottom there, the one on the right, well, it says 143 above it, we determined that that was the compass and that the green arrow is the wind direction, but I couldn't figure out what that little green arrow at the top is for. Actually turns out that's your objective, sort of waypoint marker. And I say again, spoiler alert, we're going to have a mission where there's going to be 2 of them and you have to aim between them in order to complete the mission. I won't say too much more about it so that I don't give the entire game away.
The
But
advantages of our corporation, Mr. Larkin. This little airfield, our destination, is part operated by ION, which forms the central arm of our security services business.
Yeah, it must be very convenient.
Quite indeed, quite indeed.
yeah, so I don't want to spoil that mission too much. But the thing that's just occurred to me is that we had about 6 or 7 minutes to get from that tower to here, And I want to know on what possible wing and a prayer did this guy think he was going to do this journey in 6 minutes across the land, or by boat for that matter. And therefore, why isn't an emergency call that's coming to the helicopter? Maybe poking one too many holes in this story, but I don't know, that just doesn't sit right with me, I'm going to be honest. I think he would have known a couple of hours ago that he was in dire straits, and therefore would have made the call to have got us there earlier. Shut up! I don't think that the program has actually even bothered programming stuff like that in properly. Flying slowly with a helicopter which is, according to the speedometer, it's trying to shake itself apart. But yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, whatever flight it is I'm trying to get him to, I don't think it's that important. Just gonna head down again. I'm just gonna have to turn this a touch. Where's the oh, what's it called? The market, that thing. That's what I was after. Pathfinder, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yes, Mr. Larkin, you are to transport my business associate back to Highland Park heliport. She'll explain the details en route.
Oh, we've got Vampire Girl again, have we?
Sir.
Yes, details, Mr. Larkin. Those little things that endow facts with reason.
He's becoming more and more of an idiot, and I'm starting to dislike him. Where is Vampire Woman? She's just going to sneak up on me. Oh, I don't like being sneaked up on. Where is she? There she is. Ooh, okay. We'll just leave that alone for the time being until she gets in. Take your time, sweetheart. It's alright, we're not on the clock. She's gonna get in the back. No, we haven't got any seats. Nice pantsuit. So we won't be looking up her skirt this time. I thought she had brown hair as well. As long as she's got those crazy.
It's a pleasure to
Oh
meet
my
you, Mr.
God!
Larkin. My name's Michelle Carmichael, but please call me Michelle.
Sure, it's Tom, by the way. Tom Larkin.
So this is a different one. This is different Vampire Woman. Well, actually, we don't know if she's. I don't know if Michelle is Vampire Woman. She looks a bit normaler. Though she takes her job very, very seriously. And fall from the sky. I think this game would actually be pretty good with a track IR. I might look at getting one, possibly, and I haven't decided yet, because they can be quite pricey. But I suppose if we're going to use it with Microsoft Flight and IoT Strumavik, and you know, if I ever decided that I wanted to get Armored 2. I'm not blown away by the idea, and therefore the DayZ thing, not going to happen, but I'm just not generally a first-person shooter fan. More of a third-person shooter, yeah. In fact, actually, well, that brings me to the next... Oh, sugar. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my stick, and the suckers came away from the table. I've just whilst we're doing this trip, and before somebody starts talking over me again, I have decided what I'm going to do for my next two new playthroughs, at least. And that is, so I want to get this finished, and then I will be continuing with the Minecraft stuff, and when Kerbal Space Program updates come up, I'll do videos on those as well. But the next Let's Play I want to do is the Godfather, and then the Godfather 2. Now, the Godfather 2 is actually my favourite game of all time, bar none. It is truly my desert island game. I've completed it probably 5 or 6 times. It was the first, and it's half of the games that I've ever 100% done all the achievements for on the Xbox 360.
So, I'm instructed to take you to our heliport. Have you pre-arranged further transport? Or I mean, I can have my brother drive you.
Sorry, what was that, Tom? I only caught the end of what you were saying.
Sure. Yeah, I was wondering what your arrangements were, the details.
Oh, I see. I've been appointed as your new business manager, Tom, on location.
Wait, what? A business manager?
That's correct. I'll be overseeing operations from Highland Park, providing support for both you and your brother.
I've got something you can support. So yeah, but the Godfather 1, I got the special edition of that for the Xbox when it first came out, so I've actually got the bigger case with the silk line, so it made out to look like a coffin with the game in it. And I did enjoy playing it on the Xbox. I tried playing it the other day because I was thinking about buying an outboard recorder and just playing it on the Xbox, but I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and do it on the PC. Because the writing is really blurry. It's amazing going back to the Xbox and how beautiful it looked when it first came out. I was a big fan of the Tiger Woods series on there. And then I went back to play it the other day and it looked like crap. So I'm actually wondering, I've got an NES, one of the original 8-bit NESs, and a Mega Drive kicking about somewhere. So I might break those out and have a look at what they look like these days. Mind you, that said, there's some pretty good games on Steam, Mega Drive games on Steam, so I could possibly look at those as well at some point. So like the Golden Axe, that was the game that I was brought up with.
Seems that we have a problem. It's too busy to land down there.
Too many
I'm
people.
sorry, Tom. Part of our takeover, I'm afraid. New equipment. Just circle around until the pad frees up. It shouldn't be too long now.
I've just got a cough, hold on one second. So, we've got the circle. Whee! Oh, not circling like that. Whee! I think that's more rotating than circling. Now, another thing that I'm wondering is, just looking at the second dial in from the right, where that green line's going up and down, I think that is your hover point, and then...
What is all this activity, Miss Carmichael?
Perks of the agreement. I'm not the only thing you boys get as part of the takeover, Mr. Larkin. We just needed to upgrade some of your equipment. Partly for sharing maintenance costs, partly to standardize your operational capacity. We're simply bringing you into line with Varnicor's requirements.
So, and the one that's above it, that one there, is sort of your maximum torque point when you're actually flying in a straight line. What this one is for, I don't know, but because it seems to change from helicopter to helicopter. And if you get it spot on the money. A little bit off. But you know, okay, fair enough. That one's the halfway mark, but the other two aren't the 3/4 and quarter way mark. What? Your interference. You interfered with Verano's helicopter operations. No, I didn't. Don't talk crap. Oh, you actually physically wanted me to circle. Right, okay. Good lord. Yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to going into the Godfather series. They were great games. I certainly prefer them to things like the Grand Theft Auto series. So I guess this is just where we need to, let's just check a second, whoops. Notes, tasks, avoid vessels, circle and wait.
What is all this activity, Miss Carmichael?
Perks of the agreement. I'm not the only thing you boys get as part of the takeover, Mr. Larkin.
Dirty
We
bitch.
just needed to upgrade some of your equipment. Partly for sharing maintenance costs, partly to standardize your operational capacity. We're simply bringing you into line with Varnicor's requirements.
So, this is circling anyway. And 300 metres look like the magic number for the naval fleet. That's circled. Has this helicopter left yet? No, it's still there. Spin and turn. Let's just jump that a little bit.
Okay, Tom, you should be all clear now. Sorry about the wait. These boys caught me a little off guard.
Sure, Joe, that's fine. Also, I have a Miss Carmichael with me. She's supposed to be...
I'm well aware of who she is. We'll discuss that in private, Tom.
I've back in my youth, I used to work at McDonald's, and my manager there told me that you should never, if somebody's been waiting a long time for their food, you should never say, "I'm sorry for your wait," because they might take it the wrong way and think that you're actually calling them fat. True story. Not that in that particular McDonald's you ever saw anybody who was particularly overweight. Oh, another new piece of information as well. Look at that! External views! That'll come in handy later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call that episode there. Next time we do some more flying, and I think that's the one that I got stumped on in my own private game. I can't exactly remember. We're certainly not going to South Asia for quite a while. So join me next time. And don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe if you want to keep up with the rest of the series. Don't forget to check out the Tekkit stuff and the Technic, beg your pardon, the Technic stuff, and also the blah-da-da. There's the Kerbal Space Program and the Spore, and if you're interested in seeing the Godfather series when it turns up, let's say if you subscribe, then you'll get email notifications as and when that starts. I'm actually going to be ordering the games tomorrow. I do want to try and get this finished first, but I don't know how much is left on the game. So, but we'll see. If people start demanding that we have the Godfather now, then I'll go ahead and probably do all of the games and maybe put something like Technic on the back burner, or just put more time into everything. So yeah, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. My name's Hobo. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.